Welcome back to That Talking Thing. I'm Kim.
I'm Jason.
This is episode 9, season 2.
And we have some life topics to discuss. Big news. I don't know why. It's kind of a thing we do here where we talk about builds that we have in the house. So we're like building the office here, and we were talking about renovating at a vacation home that we bought, but we got news that the vacation home is no bueno. It's old and decrepit and falling apart, and
specifically
don't
the foundation. The main home was built before 1900.
Yeah.
Very old, and the foundation of that portion of the structure is made of tree trunks, and termites love to eat tree trunks. And
my mom was telling us all about northern termites and southern termites, and they're different, apparently.
Because the Pennsylvania termite and the Maryland termite is like a burrowing creature that lives in the soil.
Yeah.
Lives season to season
termites
in your
Florida
soil.
Drop from the trees into
Fly
your hair.
around
It's
and
a little
drop
scarier, those, but I guess when you're worried about your house.
Easier to treat.
Yeah. So we knew this was a possibility, and we have to probably tear the house down and build a new one, which is exciting in its own right. Yes. It's just different. It's really weird. It reminds me of when we found out the sex of our first baby. Mm-hmm. And I think there was one ultrasound, and we thought Isaac was going to be a girl. And you didn't believe it, but I did. And I was home. I was like, oh, my baby girl. And what's it going to be like to have a girl? And then the next day you got another ultrasound. And they're like, no, it's a boy. And then I was like, oh, what would it be like to be a boy? Like, both are fun, but they're totally different.
Totally different.
And yeah, so renovating an old house is fun, and tearing it down and building a new one is fun too. It's just different kind of fun.
I was concerned we wouldn't have agreement on the style or the layout of the new build, but we have a contender that we like. We did a cool thing where we started with identifying what rooms we want and roughly on what floors we want them, and what rooms need water views, what rooms are going to be lived in most, what are features in our current house we couldn't live without, and what are features in our current house we don't really need or want. A fireplace.
It's like building software. We have a feature list.
We weren't so sure we wanted to put a fireplace in this new
Is there in
waterfront
the plans that we like? We're still looking on plans.
It has one, but it could be easily removed.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. They're fun. But
I don't require
we
a
don't
fireplace.
necessarily use them.
Yeah. And I wanted to push us to have one-story living, a first-floor master, because I can see us having this property into our old golden years.
Yeah.
And mobility can become a problem in your golden years.
That's kind of fun, too, to think about.
It's good to look ahead.
Yeah.
And we also knew we wanted a large open room that could hold a lot of family in case one of our friends with multiple kids came.
Yeah.
And they had a family room. They could all be together.
Just kind of like requirements to sleep, 4 adults and 4 kids is like the ideal trip there.
Yes. But I'm very nervous about the process.
You're nervous? Yeah.
About selecting a builder who we can, from this great of a distance, trust to make progress on the project in the ways we need them to without us being omnipresent.
Are they going to cut corners or just do weird random things? We'll go down some weekend and be like, there weren't closets in this room, or
why is this here? And there isn't anywhere that we can live on the property while this work is done and monitor it. We have lives here. We have jobs. Our families need us.
Yeah, we can't be there every day.
Pets need us. We can't be there every day.
I don't know. I have an idea that builders who build homes are better at this than when you get a general contractor to do something custom, because it isn't custom. It's like you literally gave me $2,000 blueprints to spell everything out.
The more simple we can keep the project, the less we modify anything.
Yeah.
And your mom's advice to accept builder grade things that we can then upgrade years ahead.
Yeah, but I think she kind of regrets that.
She regrets that?
I tell you that story of how, like, but she built the one house. It was, save money. It was like, or I don't really like the bathroom that they have, so I'll just get the minimum and then upgrade it later. I think she realized, like, for her in that case, and they weren't really going to upgrade it later. They did get around to upgrading some things, but it was like 20 years later. So they lived with this, like, subgrade bathroom, or there was one decision of, like, they would have had a room for my grandparents, I think. That
yes,
kind of cut corners to not have that. Yeah, but that's a little different too. But I don't know. Maybe we should ask her again because maybe I'm remembering the story wrong. But that is definitely something we could do. We were ready to, for this to be like a 100-year-old house.
Yes, to ruffle.
So if you're like, oh, I'm sorry, like the carpet is funny, like reading about them. Like, what's the difference between like grade 1,
yeah,
amenities and grade 5 or whatever?
The thing that bothers me is builders installing things that are very simple to install that we could do ourselves or my sister and her wife could support. But I know that with the way we're going to finance this, that won't be allowed. We won't be able to tell the builder, we'll install the kitchen cabinets. You just leave those walls blank.
Yeah.
With the construction loan, we won't be able to.
The bank
contractor
wants the
will
house
have
to be worth what it's supposed to be worth.
And the contractor will have to
Yeah.
be the only person working in that space. It's unavoidable, which is sad.
I also feel, though, that they should be able to do it much faster. So even though technically we can do things, it's like just get it done more quickly with them. Like, But we'll see. That'll be fun. We'll run into it.
It may be multiple years of us talking about this.
I hope not.
Till it can even begin. We'll see.
Let's see what else. Okay, another topic I had here. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. You got me something, even though we said we wouldn't get people anything. It's a trap. Star Wars. It's a trap.
Your gift isn't actually a gift for today. I bought it. I was going to just give it to you. It arrived today, and I got the kids something.
Yeah.
So I put yours in a bag also to make you feel bad.
I appreciate it. Oh.
No, I didn't.
I appreciate.
I don't care.
You thinking about me, even though it wasn't Valentine's Day when you originally got this thing. Yeah.
That's how gifting should be.
I got you flowers.
You got me flowers and chocolate pretzels.
Yeah. And I can't wait for you to open those chocolate pretzels because I want to eat one too.
We've been eating them.
Oh.
They're open.
Okay. The other day they hadn't been opened yet, and I was.
No, they just appear not open because.
We closed the bag really well afterwards. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna have one then.
Okay. We don't bump the table. Oh. It makes the thing get blurry.
Yeah. So we, for various reasons, we're often skipping holidays like this. Like we're not gonna slow down and celebrate Valentine's Day in a special way today.
No.
Is that sometimes these holidays, we're not even doing something with the kids. Sometimes we've done that. We've even had Valentine's Day. We're like, oh, me and one kid, you and one kid, and we kind of have like separate Valentine's Days. We've done that like a couple of years. So sometimes the kids take over the holidays, so we don't do it. I don't feel bad about it. I feel like we're having fun whenever we can.
Yes.
We're going out whenever we can. We're buying gifts for each other whenever we see something that the other would like. So it's good we feel that way. I don't know if every couple feels that way, and it can be a trap sometimes if it's kind of, like maybe do you feel this way that maybe you don't really know yourself? You think, I think I'm okay. We just bought whatever it is, a giant TV together, so don't buy me a Christmas present. But then when Christmas comes and everyone else is opening stuff and you don't have anything to open, you're like, oh, I didn't realize this actually would feel kind of sad. I need more stuff. Or
I'm aware of how a holiday like Christmas is all about the kids, and it's an opportunity as parents to teach our kids how to gift and how to recognize and reciprocate gifting. So if it's only about the kids and Christmas is only kids getting gifts, then they're not observing and feeling the touchy-feely emotions of gifting. They're only receiving. So for Christmas specifically, I like that our children get one another gifts, consider a gift for us as training to be a human being.
That's important, for me to find time to take the kids out and take them through the process of getting gifts for each other and for you and for grandma and other people. Yeah.
But I appreciate a holiday like Valentine's giving you a marked day to reflect on.
Oh, yeah. It's
something like love. Hey. And a birthday as a marked day to reflect on one person. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah. But this Valentine's Day, we're just kind of saying nice things to each other.
We're recording our podcast.
We have like a dating anniversary that we celebrate more than our marriage anniversary because we dated so much. We didn't really date longer than we were married. We've been married 15 years.
We started dating in 1999.
Yeah.
And we celebrate April 10th, 1999. Math. What did you say?
Math.
What's math?
I was calculating the number of years.
How many years is it?
So we've been married 99. For 15.
Okay.
We were dating for 9 before that.
9 before.
So 26. Wow.
Wow.
Old.
This is
Take
a good
a moment to
Valentine's
reflect.
activity.
Okay.
We are old. That Super Bowl halftime show hit home for us. We are old.
Yeah. That was good. Snoop Dogg, Dre.
I feel like holidays are permission to do less because we are very busy. We do go anywhere we want, whenever we want. I enjoy that a holiday can be calm and quiet, and we can watch Witcher together. That can be our date.
Okay, let's watch with it.
You wanted to watch it yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, that'll be nice.
That'll be nice.
Hold my hand. We'll go watch downstairs on the big sofa and hold hands. Sweet, thank you. You're my Valentine. Remember the other day I said something? I said I got flowers for my girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
And the kids got in my case. And I was like, your mom is my girlfriend. She's your wife. I was like, she's also my girlfriend.
Thanks.
All right, I love you, baby. Is this getting too much? Next topic.
No.
Okay.
Our kids are going to have Valentine's one day. That's weird.
Yeah, like they don't have real boyfriends or girlfriends right now. You know, there's been little crushes here and there, but nothing super serious. I don't think any of them are doing anything special. We helped Marin, who's 10, make like a Valentine gift for everyone in her class.
Yep.
Isaac, who's 13, they don't do that anymore.
No. They had a party at school. A Valentine's party. He played chess with some kid at lunch.
Oh, Valentine's party? And they played chess? Neat.
They were playing games during the one class Jackbox party and a karaoke machine. And there was a heat gun and they were making s'mores inside.
Okay.
They had a Valentine's party.
Next topic. Our timer's off, so I'm trying to keep track of time. I think we're good. Jobs for teenagers. We talked about this at our family meeting. Every Sunday we have like an hour-long meeting in place of church, kind of, where everyone in our household, the two of us, our 2 kids, and your mom who lives with us, get together and talk about things. So this topic came up on Sunday. I mean, I brought it up.
You brought it up.
But we can talk about it now. How did it go, do you think? Or do you have thoughts on it still? Jobs for teenagers.
It's difficult to talk about this because our son got very stressed talking about it. And he is a person who suffers with a lot of anxiety, and specifically around conversations where we as his parents are discussing something that feels like a expectation or a pressure. Yeah. And our intentions for this conversation were very broad, high level.
I was just talking with a friend. Is
this a curious thing?
And I was like, oh yeah, our kids are like almost of age to get jobs. How's that going to happen? And blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I thought I'd throw it out there. Isaac in the past has expressed to me something like, you just want me to be really smart, go to school and get a good job so I can pay for my sister to live or something. I was like, wait, this was years ago. He was like 9 years old or something. I was like, wait, where do you get that? Where you think you're just a parent every once in a while saying encouraging words or like talking about the future like this, school's important because you got to get a good job, And then it warps into like this really, you keep asking me, I don't need to figure it out yet. I was like, no, yeah, okay.
I liked when Isaac said, and he was sitting there deeply considering what would motivate him to get a job, because I brought that up to him. I said, what would happen in your life that you would think to yourself, I wish I had spending money from a job, or I wish I had an experience from a job. And if we can't identify that, then it will be us pressuring him to do it. Yeah. And he felt bad saying, there's nothing I have right now that I can't buy. I have everything I need. I have a loving family. I have games that I like to play. I have a computer. I have a comfortable home. I have clothes. Yeah. I was proud of that. Yeah. The goal of working when you're this age isn't to make a ton of money. The goal is to practice being a person who
for
earns
us,
money.
We want to instill a work ethic into them.
Yes.
And it's good to just like, I appreciate the experience of random high school jobs and things. But it's true, like, both because of, you know, our class where the kids get a bunch of stuff and presents. They get so much, you know, kind of like spending money through their birthday and Christmas.
They do.
It lasts them for a while. And I also think almost like a generational thing where they don't have a lot to spend on. They live on like online. Stuff is free. And our kids, it's also a good thing. Our kids aren't material. I remember in the one, that Ron Lieber book, How to Not Unspoil Your Kids or something, it talks about, you know, give them an allowance so they know how to use money. But for instance, you know, they'll only have enough money, like or when you buy them clothes, don't make them buy their own clothes, but you say, hey, I'm going to buy you the Old Navy $20 jeans. If you want the $60 designer jeans, you got to chip in. And we do that kind of thing every once in a while with like Marin's Valentine's gifts. I said, oh, like a $20 budget seemed reasonable because these kids have to buy Valentines for everyone every year. I was like, and she was making the Valentines herself. That's what I would have paid to buy like one of those little packs.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, I'll buy, she bought pens to give everyone. But the pens were like $32 and I only had 20. So I did 20 and she used $12 from her allowance that she had saved up to buy pens for everyone. So that was good. But also like that small amount of money was money she'd saved up from like a little bit of like $15 a week allowance we give them. That it's a lot to some other folks. We also make them split that money up into save and money that they donate and give. So that, they don't, maybe as they get older, that's the thing, as they get older, there'll be more things to spend money on and then they'll be pressured.
I'm beyond frustrated that neither of them would like to contribute to our business in a small role. They want the worst jobs.
Yeah, they want to work fast food.
They could sit at home. Yeah. Yes, they could sit at home on their computer. Isaac wrote a README for me once when we did a plug-in update.
And did a decent job.
What a much more enjoyable environment than working at McDonald's.
He writes well. I had him do like blogging for Investor Geeks, and Marin could figure that out now. She's probably good enough to.
He said that he didn't think he had the skills to work for us, but he doesn't know how to work for McDonald's either.
But is it just is it fun? I see like shows and media that kids and the one random old dude like hanging out together at the back of the Wendy's.
Are we modeling an unappealing job?
I don't know.
Will they reject remote working or entrepreneurship?
We gotta be more glamorous.
I worry about that.
Maybe I should do my hair and dress better while I'm working.
You're nicely dressed today. For the audio only, he's wearing a button-down shirt and one of our business logo tees.
Okay. No, yeah. Why? I don't know why they don't. It's, and I feel too that work ethic could, whenever they have art motivations, or the Marin wants to make music or draw, or Isaac wants to do 3D printing type stuff, or come up with an idea for a game, we try to encourage that because it gets so, they lose interest after a little bit. And I guess that's okay. They're 10 and 13. Like eventually they care about it more. Also, like Isaac has this other world with his friends where like I could think of all these things where I started working with him and he kind of dropped off, but at the same time every once in a while it's like he made a meme for his Discord group, or like he's running a tournament through a spreadsheet. I use that example where it's like, oh, you know how to use spreadsheets? Like that's why I'm just like, you could build spreadsheets for me for a job. I don't know. It's like, oh, I read too about this like capitalization of the world, or capitalism, like everything, even artists. It's like, that's great, art and beauty and truth in the world, but find out how to make money on it and make it part of like the capitalism machine, because that's the only thing our culture values, and we're just projecting that onto our kids as well by forcing them to get a job. No,
at some point they will have to live their own life.
Yeah, they need to get these skills.
Winning the lottery is not a life plan.
No.
So it's very hard. If a parent out there listening has an idea of how to motivate a child,
have you been through this,
to have a job, I think it starts with removing all of their technology and internet access.
Oh, and then what do you mean? Then there's nothing to do like at a job?
I think they're never not bored.
Oh.
Or they're never bored.
They don't,
They are never bored. They never have the opportunity to be bored.
It's kind of,
working is a trade-off to having the joy that they have currently. Getting a job means I do not get to play the new Pokemon game on Switch for 2 hours today. It eats into their other time.
Yeah.
So if their other time is less fun, maybe working will be appealing.
And it's hard. It reminds me of we're going over a little bit, but when we were homeschooling the kids and you're trying to teach them things, there's just concepts around like you can't. It's hard to teach a kid math by giving them assignments because they don't care about that. Like they don't care about filling out math problems. It's not real to them. And what's better in some of the books, like the unschooling, will say you can't even kind of orchestrate like a problem that they care about. You kind of have to wait for them to care first. Yes. And then like recognize the moment, like, oh, this is it. This is the one moment. Like when we were buying the Valentines, now Mary knows like some of this math already, but she was trying to figure out how much money she needed. I said, I'll give you 20 and 30. And what does it cost? I was like, oh, this was like a real life. And like, she's going to do more math learning in that moment than she would on like any sheet. And even if it's one problem, it's as good as like 100. And like the aha moment of like, oh, that's how subtraction and addition work. I don't know if it's a similar thing for these like older life skills as well, of they're not really going to understand, work ethic and the need for money until they kind of get pushed to it in a natural way. I was just thinking how we also took babies home in home ec. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
And they keep you up all night. So, yeah. So this is what we're going through. Let us know if you have ideas.
I have no ideas. I was thinking to post in the Slack channel for Isaac's school if other parents had ideas.
Yeah.
Try to crowdsource some.
That's not bad.
Break down the labor illusion and
I don't want to get too worried.
Share my public parenting.
My view right now is focus on the short term. To minimize the anxiety for Isaac. It's like, I'm not talking about later. I'm talking about like, you're going to be 14 next year. Do you want to get a job? Should we figure it out? Or like maybe I have to wait until it's like, hey, next month or.
Yeah.
And just hope. That's my goal. So just hope that I expect that they'll get motivated from external factors, and that's not really our job as parents to motivate them. That's not really easy to do.
Yeah.
I think.
Unblock them, take away obstacles to them doing what they want when they want it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So keep our eyes open. If we recognize that, like, ooh, they're motivated.
Perfect.
Then jump on it.
Good. Good luck, parents. It's a rough one out there.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.